probably won't care if I get there on time or not. Okay, time to get some sleep.
Mira! Mira!
Probably just hearing things.
Arriving at Barrymore, please be prepared to exit the train.
Talking to yourself again, I see.
Nelly?
Is that who I think it is?
Hey there, Rosie.
Our baby girl disappeared in front of our eyes.
She vanished?
Mira, what is that noise?
I'm right here. I'm right here. What's wrong?
I don't know.
Nelly gone. Can't be real. Too much.
I thought that nothing would change. Whatever just happened, it can't be real. This is too much. Nothing makes sense.
Mira, come on! Mira, my baby! You all right? Please tell me you're okay. Mira!
Please, Mira. I know it's hard, but you need to talk. Please.
She disappeared. Who, Mira? Who disappeared? Nelly. She's gone. She just vanished.
Mira, look at me. Honey, this is important. What did you see?
One moment, Nelly just started breaking down and hearing voices. I heard them too. Roseleen helped Nelly sit down and then she just faded away.
The fading. Mira, you need to go inside. Now. In fact, everyone needs to be inside. Now! I won't tell you all again. Where is Roseleen?
She should be in the backyard. I don't think she thinks she's awake. Should I?
No, don't worry about them. I will go round everyone up and meet you in the living room.
Hey. Your mom told me that I could show you something. Please, come with me.
I need answers. What is going on? What are you hiding from me? Will we be okay? Where's Nelly? I can't think straight with all of this going on. I can't leave my mother. Not after everything that has happened. I can't leave Roseleen like this. Nelly meant the world to her.
Come on, Mira. Let's get some fresh air. We can talk, if you want, or just... whatever you need right now, we need to go.
Why are we in the woods? Isn't it dangerous to be here at night?
I'm sorry. This should help. It's a healing and calming agent. I usually bump or scrape myself, so I always have this on hand. But it can help reduce any pain.
You didn't answer my question.
And we haven't arrived to our destination. Because you were slow.
I'm slow? My friend just disappeared in front of my eyes, and her sister is going crazy because Nelly meant the world to her, and you want to tell me that I can't process this? You want me to go to a place away from my mom and friends? Oh, and get this. I have no idea where I am going? Look, I'm sorry, but I just met you, and I'm kind of in a crisis. So it's hard for me to trust what you're trying to do.
I know how you feel. Believe me, I promise, as soon as I show you this and explain some things, you will understand. Believe it or not, your mom has been a mentor to me most of my life. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here.
What?
I'm not able to go into too much detail, but I owe your mother a great deal of gratitude for all she's done for me. So when I figured out what was happening, I offered my services. Your mom is a wonderful person who loves you with all of her heart. She has tried to protect you from what was happening for all these years, but she couldn't bring herself to share the reality of everything.
So she's been lying to me? How could she? Was I not good enough? Was it because I didn't call or visit her? My mom has known you all of your life. That means...
I've known you for a very long time, but you've never known me. Follow me. We're almost there.
We must be close to a clearing. I remember the lavender fields. Children. One has long, flowing red hair. The other is me. We're twirling around. Who is that man coming towards us?
It's time to go, Leroy.
Do you have to?
We must.
Rico's getting out of hand again. And you already know what her parents think about us being here.
Please, don't go! Zander! Cyrus!
Mira! Out here!
No distractions. I can't lose anyone else.
Mira!
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. You came pretty fast for someone who doesn't trust me.
Oh, shut up. It's beautiful.
I never noticed how short you were.
First of all, you're on a tree. Second of all, yes, I am very aware of my height and don't need to be reminded of it. I get told I'm a midget on a daily basis.
Mira, remember that I told you that I had to tell you something?
Yes. Please, don't sugarcoat anything. I want to know what's going on. I'm sorry. I mean, just summarize, okay?
I'll try my best. I want you to know that what I'm about to say may sound like a lie, but in reality, it's the whole and entire truth. You must trust me.
Try me.
All right. No interruptions, please. About 50 years ago, this world used to be 3 kingdoms. The land that we are standing on was part of the East Kingdom called Roseleen. Roseleen was ruled by a noble king we called the High King. The High King reigned for 60 years. That was until his death. His eldest son took the throne and ruled peacefully for 5 years, until his younger brother murdered him. For what purpose, you may ask? Well, no one knew, until he sent his armies to start raiding the villages that contained people of great power, called riders. He believed that if he could kill all the remaining riders, he would gain significant power, keeping his kingdom from rebelling against him and having the rest of the kingdom at his feet. He was named Dawn, which means the end. Not only did he kill the riders, but he would kill or imprison their villages or families. To explain, riders are the real magic. They can create any world of their choosing inside of a book. It is a long and rigorous process, taking about a year to complete. When they are finished writing what they need to write about, their world and what lives in it, they travel inside to fix minor details. This power can be used to the extent in the real world. Writer being able to write anything they want. The one rule is that the writer cannot create anything that will harm another being. The ink that they carry around with them is mixed with the drop of their blood, so the ink is bound to the writer. The ink knows when the writer has ill intentions. If someone were to get their hands on the writer's ink or blood, they could do whatever they want because the ink is not bound to them.
So they could do anything?
Anything they wish.
So then what about the other two kingdoms?
The other two kingdoms heard of the atrocities that Thawne was committing and offered to secretly aid the writers. Some of the writers agreed with the offer, but some were more selfish and decided to escape reality using their gifts. Levi was one of these foolish writers. He decided to create a book where people could live without having to worry about persecution. He spent over a year creating this book secretly, creating a list of those who wanted to travel with him and those who wanted to stay behind to protect the book. The day he completed it was the day that a raid happened. Rallying everyone was a disaster, but he and those who wanted to live in the book successfully traveled inside. Those who were outside of the book hid. Levi put a spell on the real world. People would forget about history and start over, except a few chosen families. You might be wondering where I'm going with this. The book is now what we call fading. Something has gone awry, and it's causing the people to vanish. We think it's a broken promise. A promise that's been made but not kept. That's causing the fading. We have to figure out what the broken promise is, and how to fix it before more people disappear.
A broken promise? Look, I was willing to believe you about the fading, but a broken promise causing it? That seems a bit much. Everyone slips up and breaks a promise now and then, but...
The solemn oath of a writer is one that must never be broken, for it is a promise made to their book that must be kept. Should they ever falter in their loyalty to their book, it will slowly begin to fade as a reminder of their broken vow. Does the weight of my words make sense to you?
What he just said can't be real. It sounds like a fairy tale. Kingdoms, magic, evil kings. Why hasn't Mom told me about any of this?
Why did my mom wait for the book to start fading to tell me? The book is why my friends and complete strangers are grieving. I can't do this.
Mira, wait!
Let go of me! You don't understand!
Mira! Please stop fighting and breathe. Just listen to me. I love your mom as she was my own. If I lied to you, I would be dishonoring her, so please, trust me.
I suppose he's telling the truth, but I'm not entirely sure. He could be lying, but I have no choice but to take his word for it.
Come on now, your mom is gonna be worried sick. Now, come on. Ready?
Where have you two been? We've been waiting for hours. I tried calling Mira, but she left her phone in her bag.
I'm sorry, Miss Sophie. It took quite a bit of convincing for Mira to understand what we're up against.
I can imagine. Did you two understand what I was trying to explain?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Come here, you two. Now, let me explain even further than what I have let you all know. This world is in as much danger as the book's world. If the book destroys itself, then this world will remember all that has happened, and its magic will wreak havoc.
I have been traveling in and out of the book for about 5 years, reporting to Miss Sophie about everything that has been happening. I can testify that things have gotten much worse since the book began. Nidoria, a country inside of the book, is falling prey to rebellious and civil wars. I don't know why or how, but I think that is why it is falling apart.
And what are you planning to do about it? Why are you telling all of this to us?
It's because I can't go. I have to stay here. Aayan can go, but he can't do it alone. There needs to be more than one person that knows the truth and is willing to do whatever it takes to save the book from erasing itself. If we expose what is happening to the citizens of the book, it could create much more destruction and confusion than what is already inside.
What does this have to do with finding my sister? Don't you have people inside of the book that are sensible to listen to you?
Well, there are few of us compared to the thousands of soldiers and spies that could lock us up and persecute us for treason, bounty hunters that could kidnap us for ransom, and rebels that could kill us for heresy against the belief that all writers were the ones who created destruction. If we were to be found out, all hope would be lost.
Nelly is trapped inside the book with no means to escape unless she can find the willow tree in Nidoria, which is next to impossible to get to.
What do you mean by impossible?
Roseleen, come on, chill out.
Well, it's in the middle of a Darius and a castle. This castle is protected by the Order of Peace and a few of their chosen soldiers guarding it at all times. Not to mention the hundreds of soldiers at their disposal. You wouldn't be able to get in there unless you're voted to being the representative of the people or a highly respected soldier.
Aayan, dear, I think that you may be confusing them.
Sorry about that.
Not all of you can go, which is why I hesitated to tell Leo and Roseleen, but Nelly faded in front of you, so I wanted to let you in on what was happening in case anything happened to—
Excuse me, what? You weren't going to tell them?
Unfortunately, no. I didn't plan on telling Leo and Roseleen. I feared that if we told them, they might become targets. But now, we didn't have a choice to keep this from them or not. If I am correct, with the more occurrences of the fading, the book should self-destruct in about a month, which means we don't have a lot of time. Aayan, I need you to take Roseleen and Leo to the safe hold. I will notify their parents about what is happening and bring them here as well.
You got it. Let's go, guys.
Mira, you must go with Aayan. You will be safer with him, and you will blend in easier. Stay with Aayan and he will fill you in along the way. Whatever you do, don't cause divisions. It will only quicken the fading process.
Roseleen and Leo can't come? I also don't have a choice in any of this whatsoever. I can't let her down. And Nelly is trapped in there, along with who knows how many people who have been sucked in. Can I have a moment to think about this?
Honey, I know that this is a lot to take in, but the sooner you go, the better. I know that you've been through a lot since you came here, so of course, take a few minutes to process and tell me when you're ready. I'll be right here. I know that you may think that I am a horrible mother, but this is the only way. I would gladly sacrifice myself for this, but I must stay with the book. Your father knows and would go himself, but he has to stay and protect your brothers.
I can't believe you. Why does it matter? My life is already miserable and I owe it to everyone for shutting them out. But why should I have to save a world that made itself the way it is? Shouldn't it learn for itself that to be able to function peace is needed? This isn't my problem! Gosh, this is too much for my tiny brain! People are missing, and the fading will continue to happen if I don't get my butt up. But I don't want to die. I hate this world. What? Who is this? What do they want? What do they want?
said, you're coming with me. Get up. Get up!
Mom! Help!
It's okay. I won't harm you. I swear. All I ask is for you to come with me. There's nothing to be afraid of. Just relax.
We are only here to take a few things.
That was not called for. I only needed you to scare her a bit. You know my rule. No weapons in my presence.
My apologies.
No one can hear us. Not while I'm here. Now, follow me.
This is a wall.
Nice to know that. Please, stand still for this. It may hurt a bit since it is your first time traveling.
What do we have here? A person of your kind wouldn't be in these portalays by themselves. Someone would have maybe had to bring you here.
You'll make it out of the darkness. As long as you stay with me, I will keep you safe.
How peculiar.
It's okay. Just keep up.
No, I think she should stay.
We're almost there. We're almost there.
Stay. Yes, that's right. Take a little rest. Stay here a while.
Let her go! Let her go. You know that only Vari can survive the void. You need her alive. You need her alive.
Fine. I look forward to more interactions.
Mira, we've got to go. We're almost there. It's beautiful, isn't it? Too bad it won't last.
Aayan, I can't do this without him. I can't stay here. I have to find a way back to the village. Back to safety. But what if leaving makes things worse? What if I'm leaving behind answers I desperately need? What should I do? Trust him, or trust my instincts?
Relax, will you? Not everyone is out to harm you, you know.
I don't know you. And as far as I know, you kidnapped me.
Kidnapped? No. I call it helping.
I'm sorry, but I cannot let you help me any further.
Are you sure about that? I know this place better than you do.
Tell me your name.
You can call me Varis.
Were you born here?
No. And yes.
Why did you want to find me?
Aayan asked me to find you.
You know him?
He's an interesting person. He seems to know a lot about the world, and he has a way of getting what he wants. A bit spoiled, I would say. You know, this forest is actually quite important to the history of Nidoria.
Really? I had no idea.
Yes. This forest is where the founders first explored when they were transported into the book. It's where they discovered the magic of this world and began building the first settlements, encountering both allies and adversaries along the way.
So, magic is real?
Yes, magic is very real. It's not like the fairy tales, though. Some forms are seen as less significant, but they can be just as powerful.
I find it hard to believe.
I can understand why you would think that, but trust me, there are things in this world that are beyond explanation. The magic in the forest is just one of them.
These mushrooms are different. They look like people.
These are rare mushrooms. This is the smaller, unassuming type of magic, but they possess powerful healing properties.
They move. Like living creatures.
These mushrooms can mend wounds and cure illnesses. But their magic is not to be used lightly. They're quite uncommon nowadays. You should see them at night. The tops glow. We need to go. Look what I got here.
What is it? It's like it's trying to talk to me.
It's a Fraggle. This one's known by every blessed. We call him Arki.
Arki?
I basically live here all my life, actually. Ah! Looks like Arki found you already. I've been trying to catch that rascal for years.
Varis, can Fraggles shapeshift?
Yes.
Can I hold him?
Go ahead.
Hello there, Arki.
Why aren't you special?
Did you say something?
Nuh-uh.
Arki, was that you?
Of course it was. It's a gift that some of us have. We can communicate through telepathy.
Arki is speaking to me.
I guess that means he's bonded with you. Good old Arki. He's super stubborn and one of the oldest Fraggles out there. I've never heard of a Fraggle bonding with a non-blessed.
Thank you, Arki. I feel honored that you've chosen to speak with me.
You're welcome. I can sense that you're different from other humans. There's a certain spark in you that I haven't seen before.
What does it mean to be blessed?
To be blessed means having a special connection with the magic of this world. A rare gift. Blessed individuals can harness magic in unique ways, usually from birth. Mira, we've got to go. Something doesn't feel right here.
you, sweetheart. It's beautiful.
You're welcome. My grandma always says flowers bring good luck. I hope it helps you.
I'm sure it will. Thank you again.
Mira, please don't let them touch me. I hate having my scales greasy.
Wow, your fraggle is so pretty.
Can I pet it?
I'm sorry, everyone. Arki doesn't like to be touched. Please, stop.
All right, everyone. Go back to playing. Let's go.
I think Varis was a little harsh with the kids, don't you?
Sometimes, in order for others to listen to you, you have to be cold and solid, like a rock.
Someday I should get a notebook and write all of your sayings in them.
Do that, because you have a lot to learn. Around. I just need to eat something real quick. I'm starving.
Alright, I guess I'll see you later.
Good afternoon, Deirdre. I'm here with Mira.
Hello, Varis. I've been expecting you and your friend. Come in, come in. I see you've noticed my unusual appearance. Don't worry, I get looked at all the time by newcomers. I'm a Krizaki. A race of people with animal-like features. It's not something you see very often. We're quite rare.
That's really interesting. I've never heard of the Krizaki before. What other features do you have?
Well, as you can see, I have horns, pointed ears. Some Krizaki have tails, or even wings in some cases. A Krizaki's appearance depends on their ancestry and genetics. My mother was a human, so I have fewer Krizaki features.
And do any more Krizaki live here in Nidoria?
Yes, there are a few of us scattered around the area. We've been here for generations. Most of townspeople have peacefully accepted us. I have the honor of being one of the teachers at the school near the gate.
Deirdre has been a valuable ally to me in the past. She's one of the few people we can trust in Nidoria.
Thank you for your hospitality. I appreciate it.
You're welcome anytime. A friend of Varis is a friend of mine. Now, tell me about why you're here.
Well,
I need you to let Mira become an assistant teacher. I have a few things I need to do that are necessary, and Mira's companion has yet to show his face. I know how vigilant you are, and I know the dangers of letting Mira out of our sight. Until Aayan comes to get Mira, she will be in constant danger.
I understand. It's not safe for Mira to be wandering around town alone, and I can always make use of an extra pair of hands for the classroom. But we must also make sure that Mira is properly trained and prepared for the role. If anyone, and I mean anyone, finds out that she doesn't belong, the enemy will snatch her up like a wildflower. Don't worry, you're in good hands. We'll make sure you're safe.
Thank you. It's just that I didn't expect this.
No one expected you to.
Okay. I'll do my best.
That's all we can ask for. And don't worry, we'll be with you every step of the way.
I need to go take care of some business, but I'll be back soon. You're in good hands with Deirdre.
Don't worry, Varis will be back soon. And until then, I need you to get accommodated with Nidoria. This is the perfect time to teach about our system.
What system?
Well, this is going to be a bit vocabulary and history heavy, so you may want to sit down. In Nidoria, we have a caste system, and the highest caste is the Order of Peace. There are 5 members in the Order, each with a specific role to maintain peace in our society. The first seat is reserved for the General of the Blessed, a person with extraordinary abilities and powers. The Blessed are our protectors and defenders, using their gifts to ensure the safety of our citizens. The second seat belongs to the Village Land. This leader heads the surveillance and monitoring of our society, making sure that no one is breaking the laws or threatening our peace. The Swayer holds the third seat. They are the negotiators skilled in the art of persuasion and diplomacy. They settle disputes and prevent conflicts from escalating. The fourth seat is reserved for the Master Rider. They are the keepers of knowledge, documenting our history and laws, as well as creating important documents and reports for the government. And finally, the fifth seat is reserved for a citizen who has proven themselves worthy of the honor and responsibility of being a member of the Order of Peace. They usually bring about the requests of the people.
Is Varis in any of this?
No, Varis is a Blessed. He is just not a leader. The Blessed have even their own caste system. However, they are under the caste of the Order of Peace. The Blessed are gifted by the book to care for its world using different magics. The several sects in the Blessed are from most powerful to least. There are the Ligurius, Varisakas, or Sacs, as we like to call them, Geni, Ariacho, Teratofi, and Lamato.
What do each of them do?
You'll find out for yourself. All you need to know is that you'll know who not to mess with. Those who are under the Blessed but are still powerful are the Village Land and the Swayers. Next is the Village Land. They are warriors who are skilled in deception, strength, wisdom, and endurance. You must be careful around us. They are a highly intelligent order. And finally, we have the Swayers. I am myself one. We are called healers. We can heal almost any wound and are great with children. You'll see us in schools, hospitals, and even on the battlefield. We have the power to make anyone do what they say, but only if we look into their ears. You should also see us when we sing. And lastly, there are the Gift Burn. These are children who have been found to be a part of the Blessed but have yet to undergo any training. They are under the caste of the Swayers and Village Land.
I can't remember all of this. She's insane.
I know it's a lot to take in, but let me simplify it for you. In Nidoria, hair color plays a significant role in the caste system. Those with a full head of color are part of the 3 castes, which include the Order of Peace, Blessed, Village Land, and Swayers. Those with faded hair, both Giftborn and Nobles, belong to the 4th caste. Normal citizens with a streak of color in their hair belong to the 5th caste. And finally, those with natural hair, criminals and servants, are part of the lowest caste.
Thank you for explaining all of this to me. It's a lot to take in, but you made it easier to understand.
I know it's overwhelming at first, but I'm glad I could simplify it for you. It's important to understand the different castes and orders in Nidoria, especially if you plan on living here for a bit.
Yes, I definitely need to learn more about the place if I'm going to be living here. I just hope I remember everything you told me.
Don't worry about it. It will take time to fully understand everything, but it will come with time and experience. Just remember the basics for now, and you can always ask Varis for clarification later on.
Thank you so much. Wow, I had no idea it was getting so late.
Time flies when you're learning about Nidoria. Come on, I'll lead you to the guest room so you can rest. I'm sure you have a lot to process.
Thank you so much for your hospitality. I feel like I've learned so much already.
My pleasure. Rest well. and we can start our official lessons tomorrow. Good night, Mira. Sleep well.
Thank you, Deirdre. Finally, some rest. Remembering the good times. And the truth, I wish I didn't know.
Mira, my baby! You alright?
How could you keep this from me?
Hi everyone, this is Director Cherry, and I just want to say thank you to all of the lovely cast and crew for making this happen, including the fans out there who expressed interest in another episode. We have been working very diligently to make episodes a lot more visual, and I am excited to share with you that we are going to be making it a visual novel. That's right, it's going to be more so on YouTube than other platforms, but you're going to be able to experience a much more personal connection with the characters. Because we are making this a visual novel, the production will be longer. We aim to have the 3rd episode done by January, but if not, it might be done by next March. Thank you all for your time and patience, and I hope you enjoyed the series thus far. Cherry out.
Is coming over to give you a much-needed makeover.
A makeover?
It's time to introduce you to the people of Nidoria. You can't go around looking like a traveler, can you?
Someone's been waiting for you. Come with me.